Hello, you are welcome back to OSOMAFUO TVGH. Man of God, you are welcome.
Thank you very much. But for point of correction, I am a messenger.
Okay.
The reason why I'm saying this is that people know men of God as pastors, bishop, and things like that.
Okay.
But you see, in reality, every human being, be you a male or a female, you are a man of God.
Okay.
Why do I say this? You are a man of God in your own active actions, because the vendor who sells food is serving the purpose of children of God.
Okay.
And therefore he's also a woman of God. A dispatch rider, he is serving the purpose of the children of God, and therefore he's also a man of God.
Okay.
It is not only people who stand in the pulpit and begin to preach to the audience or the congregation that are called men of God. Everybody who does something to support humanity is also a man of God. You see, the embodiment of God is all of us.
Okay.
It's just like a human being who have an eye, a nose, ears, mouth, tongue, teeth, hands, and then legs. They all serve the body of the human. And therefore, that is how the embodiment of God is also like. So every person who does something to support humanity is also a man of God or a woman of God. And therefore, if all should know and understand this particular mission, everybody will never think that, oh, the shop that sell parts, the shop that sell minerals, the shop that sell provisions, they are my own shop. Anytime that I like, I will go and open it. No.
Okay.
If you know that the shop that you are operating, you are using it to serve men of God or children of God, you will be punctual. You will be serious.
Okay.
You will take it upon yourself that you are doing the will and the purpose of God to the children of God.
Please, are you classifying any kind of work to mean as a work of God?
Yes, any kind of job that helps humanity. Any kind of job that helps humanity.
Okay.
And anybody who does that job is doing the work of God, and therefore will be classified as a man of God. It is never those who stand on the pulpit alone who are being man of God. But these days, people term them alone as men of God. The driver who carries people to the church, what is he doing? He is carrying people to serve. He's carrying people to the service of God, and therefore they are also men of God. Without them, can the congregation come? No.
Okay.
So they are also doing their part as men of God.
Okay.
The same way the teacher who teaches is also serving a purpose. Without the teacher, there will be no that pastor you are calling man of God. So the teacher was the first to become a man of God before that man of God. You see, so in reality, when we talk of God, man of God, it is everybody who does something to support humanity.
Okay.
It is not necessarily those who stand in the pulpit.
Okay.
You see, so that is what is meant by men of God or women of God. But out of that, we have different categories, just like I've already explained in the human's body. And everybody's job has meaning and is very important in the kingdom as well. So everybody is a man of God or a woman of God.
Okay. And then this leads me to this question. What about the people, especially the white people? They do everything in their power to eliminate blacks. Are they also not working? How will you classify that kind of work? Somebody will be paid to eliminate his own brother. So with this, how are you going to classify this person who is working in order to eliminate his or her brother?
You see, the kind of elimination we are talking about, this is a hatred between the black race and the white race you are talking about.
Okay.
You see, and this happened so many years ahead of before time. You see, what actually took place was the globe was originally black race.
Okay.
So the black people started having children of different colors from their own.
Oh, okay.
That is the pale skin.
Oh, okay.
And when they have such a child, the suspicion and the assumption was that they are gods, and the gods are not supposed to stay among men. So they will perform rituals to let them go back to their spiritual realms. This was the first ideas of the first people on the planet, which is the black people. Actually, because they lacked the knowledge of understanding of who that creature was, it became something like trying to eliminate them, trying to prevent them from existence.
Oh, okay.
You see, but in reality, when you think about it, how they were planning, how those ideas came into their mind, they knew that none of them looks like them.
Oh, okay.
So they suspected and they assumed that these creatures are gods, and gods are not supposed to stay among men because man is so evil. And when God comes to stay among men, God will become evil.
OSOMAFUO, so meaning, are you trying to say they are gods?
I am not saying they are gods, but that is what the early black man was thinking about the pale-skinned man, or what they call the pink people. Because once they have never had that children before, once they have never seen those creatures before, the first ones they saw, they thought they were gods, and gods are not supposed to live among men, so they will perform rituals to eliminate them.
Oh, okay.
And this happened for several centuries.
OSOMAFUO, please, how can we know that what you are telling us is the truth? Is there any history that you can back it up with?
What I'm saying today, every white man who hears this message from me, if the white man wants to tell you that what I'm saying is the truth, he will tell you.
Okay.
Because they know. And generationally, they continue to tell their children about this problem.
Oh, okay.
So what actually happened was that it came to a point when women, that is black woman, when he had that child, he see that child as a handsome or beautiful, and therefore wouldn't want them to eliminate that child. So they will hide them in their villages. In those days, they will hide them. And after hiding them for so many years, and the child grows up that you cannot hide her or him again, then they will tell them the truth about why they shouldn't stay in the village.
Oh, okay.
They will tell them that when the elders see them, they will think that they are gods, and they will try to send them back to their spiritual realm where they belong. So you should run away from the village and go far, far, far away. So this continued for several years, and those children started harboring themselves in caves in the bush. So anywhere they see their kind, they join hands together because they all have the same information about themselves. So they cooperate themselves, and then when they are in this cave, if any black man passes there and they see him or he sees them, the idea was that he will go and tell them, the rest of the people, that they are hiding here, and they will come for them. So they have to also kill the black man.
Oh, okay.
You see, in order for the black man not to go and reveal their hidden place to the villagers. You see, so they will also kill the black man.
Oh, okay.
So the intention initially was, one, believing that the creature was a god and that's not supposed to live among men.
Oh, okay.
Then two, the other was that to fight for survival.
Oh, okay.
So the white man was fighting for survival on the planet, whilst the black man thought the white man is a god, so he's not supposed to live among men.
Oh, okay.
So you see the two ideas. One thought this is a god who does not supposed to live among men and must go back to the spiritual realm. The other thought, no, I have to survive. So if I will survive, then this black man who think I am a god and will never let me stay here in the physical realm, he will want me to go back to the spiritual realm. That means he will never want me to stay. So I have to fight to stay.
Oh, okay.
And by fighting to stay, I have to fight the black man.
Oh, okay.
Because the consciousness of the black man means that I don't have to live here.
Oh, okay.
You see, so this is what created the enmity between the two.
Oh, okay.
This is what originally created the enmity between the two.
OSOMAFUO, what you are sharing right now, honestly, this is my first time hearing what you are sharing.
Yeah.
And why is it that ever since I was young up to this age, I have never been told what you are sharing today? What has been the problem?
It was not just you. There are people who are more grown-ups than you, who never know about this history.
Oh, okay.
You see, the white people keep this secret from the black people.
Oh, okay.
Because they don't want the black people to have the consciousness of the ancient black people that makes them, that eliminates them.
Oh, okay.
You see, so they try as much to hide it. And all they think is that if the black man does not live on this planet anymore, they will have their mutual peace. Because now that there's an uprising that the black people are beginning to wake up to know that Christianity and Islam has been deceiving them, and therefore the original is the traditional, and it is the traditional that has this consciousness of the white man being a god that and does not have to live among men.
Now, OSOMAFUO, what is your proof that says Islam and Christianity, where people are beginning to know that they are lying them, and we have to now go through the traditional way? What is your proof to say that?
There are a lot of proofs.
Okay,
even in the scripture itself, even in the Christian Bible, there are a lot of proofs, because those you call Elijah, those you call Elisha, and all those people, they were not pastors, they were not bishops, they were not archbishops, they were not apostles. They were all men who originally worked with the shrines. These people never visited any church, they never visited any mosque, but they rather patronized the shrine. And anybody who patronized the shrine is not a pastor. Neither is he imam, neither is he apostle, neither is he a bishop. You see, it is only what we will call the priest. It is only the priest who patronize the shrine. The work of the priest is in the shrine, not in the church. The work of the priest is in the church, is in the shrine, not in the mosque.
But by the Catholics and pastors, they do call themselves priests. What will you have to say about that?
Oh yes, the Catholic pastors call themselves priests because they pick their doctrine and everything from the Judaism.
Oh, okay.
And Judaism is another kind of religion that practice in a synagogue. And synagogue is the same as a temple, or the same as a church, or the same as a mosque.
Oh, okay.
You see, synagogue is not a shrine.
Oh, okay.
But the shrine is quite different from all the rest of the worship places. You see, so those who practice in shrine are priests, not those who practice in church buildings. So Catholic, they call themselves priests, but they are not. Because in practicality, when we check the Bible itself from the book of Leviticus, where the priesthood family, the duties of the priesthood family can be found, you will see the performances of the priests. Oh, okay. And you will know that it is not a Catholic priest we are talking about. Oh, okay. But we are talking about the traditional priest.
Oh, okay.
You see, so when people talk about men of God, the truth is that it's not a pastor. Neither is he a imam, neither is he a bishop, neither is he an apostle. You see, it is only the traditionalist who is a man of God according to history.
Okay, then why was all this name invented? What was the purpose or the motive behind these names?
You see, the motive behind these names and the motive behind the doctrines that has come is the white man's survival.
Oh, okay.
Because the white man has the idea that the more the traditionalist continues, the more threatened it becomes to their life. So they have to change the concept to have their peace. That is what brought all these doctrines. Oh, okay. You see, that is what brought all these doctrines. But if we all understand and know that the white man is also a creature and not a god, okay, we will live in peace. You see? If we all understand that white man is also a creature like the black man, but he is not a god, as the ancient people were assuming, and therefore must go and live in the spiritual realms, we will all live in peace.
Okay.
Because all what is going on now, all what is happening now, all the ideas of the white man not wanting to see the black man is behind what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They will tell their children, but they will never want the black people to know.
Oh, okay.
That is why I want every black man to know and understand that the idea of hating the black race came out of this particular assumption.
Oh, okay.
That the white man, when they gave birth to that white baby, they saw the appearance and attitude, and they say, no, this is a god. It is not. He is not, or she is not supposed to live among men. So they perform ritual just to see him off back to the spiritual realm. That was the idea. That was just the idea. And that idea has brought hatred.
Okay.
Especially hatred from the white man to the black man. But you see, in some cases, we cannot blame the white man too much, because they want to survive. And he sees you as a threat to his surviveness. So when he sees you as a threat, what do you think he will do? He will plan everything to eliminate you so that he can have his peace.
Okay.
But you see, when you get to know what actually brought the hatred, and you begin to let them know that, no, our ancestors made mistakes.
Okay.
So we are not going to be like our ancestors.
Okay.
We have now realized the mistakes. So let us all live in peace.
Let us all live in peace. We'll be going for a short commercial break. When we come back, we will continue with the message. Thank you. You are welcome back to OSOMAFUO TV GH. OSOMAFUO, you have explained to us why during the ancient time, black man believed that white people are gods, and due to that they can't stay among them, they have to be far away to them. But there has been this notion also among the whites that black people are also God's people. So how can these two things tally?
Thank you for this very question.
Okay.
You see, the black people being God's people, the notion among the whites, it is completely true.
Oh, okay.
That is, the black people were the first people on the planet.
Oh, okay.
And the black people were the first people to have encounter with the spirits.
Oh, okay.
So the black people are the aborigines of the planet, and therefore they know more about the spirits that they communicate with.
So what is the meaning of aborigine?
Aborigine means those who are here before others.
Oh, okay.
You see, the original people.
Oh, okay.
So you see, when all the religion,
okay,
if you go and check, those who establish those religions are all black people.
Oh, okay.
Especially Buddha itself. When you go to China, the original Buddha, or you go to India, the original Buddha is a black person.
Oh, okay.
A Krishna is also a black person.
Okay.
You see, and so forth and so on. So this is what makes the white people think that black people are God's people.
Oh, okay.
And therefore black people are those people who have the true communication with the gods.
Oh, okay.
When you come to Egypt, there are a lot, even some of them they call Amin, being so powerful and can even communicate with trees, communicate with animals.
Oh, okay.
They see him as a very powerful, and then when they write the scriptures, they use him as a response to a prayer as Amen.
Oh.
But in reality, that person was a human being who has been on the planet and then was so powerful.
Oh, okay.
You see?
Okay.
So, black people being God's people is completely true.
Oh, okay.
It's completely true.
Okay.
Even when you go to the Vatican itself, you see that the original Madonna is a black woman and a black child, which the popes have put in the candles in front of their image and worshiping them.
Okay.
It is just that they are hiding things from you, that you don't see it, but they know. They know the truth. That is why black people, the white people, feared you so much. Apart from the technology, they feared you too much because they know originally you have had much years encounter with the gods, and therefore you knew more secrets among spiritism and things like that. So those of the pale skin or white people who are spiritual, they learn all these things from the black people. And when you go back to the history, you see that the Greeks, who are making so much name in history, they learn everything from the Egyptians. And the Egyptians were black people, your own ancestors. There were pharaohs who were called Pharaoh Ametope, that come from your own tribe. The first, the second, and the third. Then when dynasty changed, then we have Pharaoh Tutu Ankoma. That's what they corrupted it and said Tutu Akama. Then we have Pharaoh Akhenaten, that they corrupted and say Akhenaten. Then we had Pharaoh Ekufu, that they corrupted and say Kufu. You see, so they learn all these things from your own ancestors. And the reason why you cannot know what your ancestors did in the past to also copyright it is that in the name of archaeology, the whites have taken all your ancestral records. The ancestral records which was on the clay tablet, they have taken them all in, and they have packed them in their museum. When you go to America, you see their museum. Some of your ancestors' records are there. When you come to Rome, it is there. When you go to Germany, it is there. When you go to Russia, they have just spread it among themselves. So there is no way you can have it to know what your forefathers did to bring them out again, because it is in their hands, and that is what they have been using to bring things out. When I see people say Bright Brothers brought aeroplane, no, it is not true. Before the Bright Brothers, their great-grandparents, Egyptians have already built aircrafts. The records are there. Before Bright Brothers, the Egyptians have rockets. The Egyptians have satellites. The Egyptians already have everything.
Are you talking about spiritual satellite or physical satellite?
It is physical. Why would the white man say civilization started from Africa? If they had not seen anything supreme, why would they give that title? You see? Why wouldn't they say civilization started from Greece? They knew the Greeks learned everything from the Egyptians. And the Egyptians were black people, they were not white people. You see? So these are all history that people must begin to gather and know. There are so many inventions that were done. Even when we talk about Roman Empire, the Roman Empire was black race. But now people think the Roman Empire was the current Italians. No. I was in Pozzoli myself. And there was something like an arena. And what I heard from them was, most of them was that this is where they buried all the blacks who were originally there before. In Pozzoli. When you get to Napoli, there is a place called Pozzoli. When you are from Napoli going to Pozzoli, you will meet that arena by the right-hand side. You see, so the original people were blacks. We gave birth to the white man, just like giving birth to the albinos. You see? And when we first saw the first white child, the assumption is what I've already explained. They have never seen that creature before. So all that came into mind was that there is God among us. So let us send him back to the spiritual realm where he belongs. This is what generated the enmity between the black race and the white race.
OSOMAFUO, so if civilization came from black people, but in 21st century as we are in now, 2021, OSOMAFUO, most of my friends that I know, or most of the people that I know who are in Africa or in Ghana as I'm talking, everybody wish they are no longer in Africa, but they are in Europe somewhere having a better life. If civilization came from, why is it that our people want to move from their motherland to another person's land? Where from all this?
You see, it is all the architectural work of the white man. When they first came to Africa, they never deal with the elderly people. They pick the younger ones because they definitely know that the elderly people will pass away. But they want to to train the younger ones to become their slaves, to obey their commands, because they knew the elderly people knew who they are, and therefore it was difficult for them to brainwash the elderly. So they set up schools, and it was through these schools that they started grooming the slaves. It was these schools that they started grooming the slaves, that we have become part of it today. Yes. It was the school system they brought that gave all these things that made us lose who we are. You see? And many things are not working for us. That is why I always challenge that the current education does not give intelligence.
Now what does it give?
No, you see, when we talk of an intelligent person will never be corrupt. An intelligent person will never lie in the name of money. An intelligent person sees his fellow man as himself and will love him just like he loves himself. But what we see, an intelligent person likes unity. But why is it that Africa cannot unite? Africa is finding it difficult to unite because of the system of education. You see, the system the white man brought, that is what is causing Africa not to be able to unite. Because the education that we have got is the education that is giving separation. When we were in the beginning, let's say in my village, when we were children, your mother will cook and all of us will gather together and eat the food. My mother will also cook. We all put our hands together to eat. That shows the unity we are forming. But when the white man brought his education, he says, no, you must use your own plate. I must use my own plate. You see, the idea of separation was brought by them. So they taught us how to separate. And we have followed that trend up to now. So the unity is becoming a very difficult thing for us because now we have learned to become separatists.
So OSOMAFUO, concerning our educational system, what suggestion can you give to it so that we can do something?
Well, in the first place, if we can, the system, the curriculum and the system, and then whatever, the education must be started from history and not history of slavery. Because slavery is not the history of the black man. The black man has a very long history before the slavery came in. But when you talk about history in Ghana, all what Ghanaians know is a slave trade, which is very bad. Why don't we start from Mesopotamia, where our ancestors started from, and begin to research and let our children know that we were here, then came to Egypt. Then from Egypt, we set up and call ourselves Ishra people, of which they say Israel. Ishra, of which they cannot pronounce, they corrupted this and say Israel.
So meaning the meaning of Israel means Ishra.
The word is Ishra. Then when they cannot pronounce the word Ishra, they say Israel. You see? So we were from some place and we rather came down to this place. So when the children, we train our children with the history aspect of education, and the children get to know who they were before. You see, that alone will arouse their spirit to come out as a conquerors, to come out as brave people, and then they can do whatever they want to do. But you see, when you begin to train people with slave trade, their consciousness will continue to be in the slavery. You see, especially what will make the black man to be himself is black man must begin to stop of thinking of worshiping anything. Yes, black man must stop the idea of worship. Because if you are a royal, a king does not worship anybody. A king does not worship anybody. Rather, a king must be worshipped. But when you submit yourself as a worshipper, you have become a slave already. And this is the consciousness of the black man, always believing worshiping something. And therefore, when the white man sees that, oh, the consciousness of this guy is to worship, so he could be, he's good for slavery to come and worship. That is what made the white man saw the black man as a good slave, because the black man started his own life with worship.
Okay, so OSOMAFUO, if you are telling black man not to worship, so what is the concept of a man of God or a priest going into his or her shrine? What do they do there? Don't they also worship there?
No, the priest who goes there to do the sacrifices, that is their belief, but their belief is not the truth. You are not there to worship anything. The sacrifice you do is just to release the energy that dwells in that animal, to present your petition, because you are a human being and you cannot communicate directly with the spirit, so you need a spirit who will do that presentation for you. So by sacrificing that animal does not, I've already explained, but I will continue to explain further, does not mean the spirit or the energy need your food, because he doesn't need your food. Before you were not created, who feeds him? Nobody. So the who knows, and the priests who have been thinking that they give that sacrifice to the energy to eat, they are deceiving themselves. The energy that dwells in that creature, that is the animal, the sheep or the goat or the cattle that you have sacrificed, it is that energy that you are releasing to send your petition before the energies who can help you. That is the essence of the sacrifice. You are not to worship. But you see, they bow down, they lie down and worship. You see, when you do that, you have enslaved yourself. The proper way of doing that is just to go and release the energy. That is why in most cases, when a bird or a fowl is being used, you throw the fowl and the fowl will be tumbling and tumbling and tumbling. Then when he lied with the tummy up, it tells something. What does it tell? It tells you that the energy that dwells in that farm has qualified to send the message. It has qualified to send the message. You see, that is the whole essence. So for me, man, you are not here to worship anything. You are only here to do a practical job, and the practical job is to love your neighbor. Is to love every creature that is on the planet. You see, is to show your good services